Welcome to the Alliance of Baptists how-to videos for AllianceConnect. In this video, I'm going to show you how to log into AllianceConnect and then how to upload a resource. So let's get started. As you can see, I am already on the AllianceConnect webpage found at connect.allianceofbaptists.org. You'll also be able to access AllianceConnect from the Alliance of Baptists homepage. The very first step in logging in is typing in my username. Your username in AllianceConnect is your email address, the email address you used when you initially registered in AllianceConnect. Next, I'll type my password, and then I'll click the Sign In button. Now, if I've not yet registered on AllianceConnect, I can do that by clicking on the Create Account button. I'm not going to walk through the steps of how to create an account here. However, you can find those steps in a separate how-to video on how to register for AllianceConnect. So at this point, I'm going to click the Sign In button, and then I'll be taken to the Upload page. And here's where I can upload the different types of resources that I may have available that I would like to share with other folks who will be using AllianceConnect. This morning I found a very helpful resource on the Seeds of Hope publisher's website. Seeds of Hope is an Alliance ministry partner who focuses on creating all sorts of educational materials specifically for faith communities. These materials typically have a lot to do with social justice issues. I found a resource this morning on how to engage faith communities in achieving the work of the Millennium Development Goals. And I'll go ahead and show you that resource here. There we go. Engaging congregations in achieving the Millennium Development Goals. Now this resource, as you can see, is by John Singletary. And again, a very helpful resource. So what I did is I went to the Seeds of Hope website and then I downloaded it and I saved it on my desktop so that it would be easy to access. So just in the little desktop file there, and I named this Millennium Development Goals. Okay, so now let's go back to our AllianceConnect page and let's start the work of uploading this resource, which is really pretty easy. So first I want to type in the title. And of course that's me, Mary Andrioli, and it's gathering that information from when I initially logged in. But the information that I want to type in is the name of the author, and that was John Singletary. Okay. So the next section of the upload screen asks, is this a resource that you'd like to make public for anyone who's searching on resources having to do with the Millennium Development Goals, or is this a resource that is private and only for AllianceConnect users? So I'd like to go ahead and make sure that this resource is public, and I do that by just allowing this what's called a radio button to be checked. This resource is also available for free. So this next box is where I would type in a description of the resource that I'm uploading. And I'm going to say, this is a resource faith communities can use to learn more about the Millennium Development Goals and how we can achieve them. Now you may have seen a little red squiggly appear when I mistyped Millennium, and that's showing up because I mistyped it, so it's kind of giving me a clue there. And I wanted to just share that with you so you know what was happening. Now, when I scroll down to the category section, I have lots of different ways that I can categorize this resource, which is great. And so these are like keywords that will be associated with a resource. And so when someone else comes and searches on the resource, they can easily find it. So what comes to mind for this particular resource is social justice. So I click on the social justice hyperlink here, and what opens up are different keywords that I can use to associate it with that resource. And I'm going to click on economic, food, hunger, and poverty. And that's how I'm going to categorize this resource. Then I'm going to move down to the resource type section. And this particular resource is a case study. Finally, at the bottom of the page here, I have an opportunity to associate the resource with different organizations. So for example, this resource could be associated with a faith community, with a ministry partner, with a theology school, or with other partners. And this particular resource I want to associate with Seeds of Hope Publishers. So I select the particular partner, and then I click the Add button. When I click on Add, you'll see that the selection appears down here at the bottom. Now the next portion, this is where I actually want to do the uploading. And you'll see that I have two different opportunities, two different choices here. One is to actually upload the file, and the other is to upload a link, which I'll show you next. I showed you the file that I want to upload, so my choice is going to be to upload the file. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and close that PowerPoint presentation. Since I have the file open right now, if it's open, it makes it a little bit harder for the computer to attach it and do the upload. So now that the file is closed, I'm going to go ahead and click on the upload button, and I'm going to find that file on my desktop, and you'll see that since it's one of the files that I uploaded this morning, it's appearing right at the top. And when I upload the file, you'll see that the file name appears right next to the upload button. Now I also have an opportunity to upload a cover image. And I think that what I'm going to do is create a separate how-to video so that you know how to do that. It takes a little bit more work so that you have the steps for how to upload different cover images. So please be on the lookout for that. In this final portion, this is all of the legal information for the Alliance of Baptists, and you see that I also have here, we have a user agreement. And if I click on that, this user agreement document that I have already read appears. And this is really important for you to just take a look at so that you have an understanding of all of the agreement that you're making when you upload this resource. Then click on I agree to the terms specified above, and then simply hit the share button. And the next thing that happens is you see a screen. Thank you for your resource. And if you would like to create another one, which I do, I'd like to actually show you how to create a link. And you would click on create another resource like this one, which I'm going to do. Now, instead of actually uploading a file, what I would like to do is upload a link to a great resource that I found this morning. I want to show you that. And this is one that was sent to me in email. And you can see there's just tons and tons of great social justice resources that are provided by an organization called Creation Justice Ministries. Now, what I'm thinking is that Alliance folks can, if I upload this link, then basically they have access to a whole ton of different kinds of resources that are available on social justice. And what you can do is simply upload this link, which will take them then to this page, and then folks can have the same opportunity we have here, which is to look at all the different types of resources and then choose the ones that they like to or the ones that they would like to download. So let's go back to our AllianceConnect screen. Actually, before we do that, let's just scroll to the top and make sure that we have some information that we're going to need. We know that this resource page is created by Creation Justice Ministries. And another item that we're going to need is this URL. And you see that I have it highlighted here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click 3 times in the URL window. And when I click 3 times, you'll see that this is highlighted. Now, if it's instead of clicking 3 times, if you just want to run your mouse right over the URL, you can do that as well. The very next thing I want to do is hit Control-C on the PC or Command-C to copy this URL. Now, I'm going to need that when I get back to my AllianceConnect page. So when I go back to the AllianceConnect page, you'll see that I'm on the upload screen again. And I'm going to type in here, Creation Justice Ministries, because that is the name of the organization. And if we click back to that page, we'll see that this is, let's see if there's any other information we want to gather for this link. I think that what I'm going to do is add to that name resources. So these are the resources of that organization. And then here the author is going to be, again, Creation Justice Ministries. Now this is a public resource. This is a free resource. And what I'm going to type here is a brief description that says, a collection of resources that cover topics like biodiversity. What else did we have there? Wonderful. Healthy aging for abundant life. Just such a great collection. Food and farming resources. So I'm just going to pick out a couple of these. Food and farming and environmental resources. These were created by individuals who are part of Creation Justice Ministries. So again, you just want to give folks a brief description of what are actually available on that resource page. Now I'm going to go back down to all of our categories, and I think that some of these categories will be similar to the ones that I selected for the PowerPoint presentation. So let's see. Yeah. Economic. I'm going to click on environmental too. Hunger, poverty. Okay. And then these are case studies again. So that makes it kind of easy. Now, as far as the organizations, I don't think that's not a faith community, and it's not one of our ministry partners, not a theology school. So that is actually an other partner that I'm going to show you how to add in another video. Now, if we move down to the third section, where we share, you may remember that the last time I clicked on Upload a File. This time I'm going to click on Share a link to an existing resource. AllianceConnect will share this resource by listing the link based on your categorizing. So let's go ahead and click on this button, and this is where I paste the link for the resource that I copied previously. Then, because I've already read the user agreement, I'm going to check that box, and then I'm going to click Share. And there you have it, how to upload both a link and a file in AllianceConnect. Thanks so much.